Okay, I'm going to go ahead and introduce week 2 to you, which is January the 13th through the 19th. We're looking at saber conocer, the personal on direct object pronouns. You're going to want to study pages 119 to 123, 135 to 138, and review pages 110 to 125. After completing this week's assignment, you should be able to understand the differences between the verbs saber and conocer and when to correctly use them, as well as be able to use the personal on indirect object pronouns to plan activities. You're also going to have a test this week. For the test, you should be able to describe yourself to others. You should be able to converse with others in Spanish about your families. And you should be able to conjugate e to I, and ODUE stem changing verbs in the present tense and use the irregular verbs poner, salir, and traer in sentences. All of this week's assignments are due by the end of the day, the 16th, 2020. And you want to start this week, like all others, by looking at instructor-made videos. There are videos on saber and conocer, the personal on direct object pronouns. After watching the videos, you want to click on the class participation forum, click on the thread, hit reply, and post any questions or concerns you have about material either covered in class or covered in the videos. If you have no questions, then post you have no questions, but you need to post something. You also have a cultural assignment this week on Guatemala, so you will want to open up the cultural assignment. Here you can see video transcripts in English and links to 4 different videos. You'll want to watch each video. You can look at the transcript, or you can click the closed captioning, click on the English, and then the video will play in Spanish, and you can see the captions in English. Okay, so after having watched the videos, then open up the quiz. There you can see the videos again, and you have various true-false questions that and a few fill-in-the-blank that you answer based upon the information that you gleaned from watching the video. Okay. You also have your first test, test 1 on the first part of chapter 4. Okay, for test 1, which is on chapter 4, a new student, Catalina, has just moved into the residence hall. Listen to the description of her and her family and decide whether each statement is cierto or falso. If the information is given, select no se menciona. So I will read to you if you are in class. If you are in my online class, you'll hear a link describing the family of Catalina. Then you have various questions below. Based upon what you either heard me read or what you heard in the audio link, you decide whether the statements are true, false, or not mentioned. So you'll circle A, B, or C. Then it says las relaciones familiares. Your study group is reviewing for an exam, and one member has come up with some great sentences to review the family vocabulary. Complete the sentences with the correct vocabulary word. So el padre de mi madre es mi, and then you give the familial relationship. You don't need to put an article there because the article has already been provided. Here it says un día de mi vida en la universidad. Discover what the student does during a typical day by filling in the blanks with a logical word from the word bank. So read the paragraph below and pick the words from the word bank that would best complete this paragraph. Here, como cambian, these are your stem changing verbs. You'll read each sentence. You've got 2 choices. Pick the choice that best completes the sentence, and then change the spelling of the verb to reflect who it is that is doing the understanding, the losing, the serving, etc. Okay. Then here, no es un muchacho típico. Ignacio Maldonado is not like most kids his age. Read the following descriptions and statements that follow. For each statement, all the choices are correct except one. Choose the response that is not correct. So read the paragraph on Ignacio Maldonado, then read the statements below. Pick the choice that is not correct. So in this group, 3 of these will be correct. 1 is incorrect. You pick the one that is incorrect. And that's everything that you have to do for test 1. You also need to visit, for assignment 5, visit my language labs and complete these SAM and extra practice activities. So again, you'll go to your course calendar and you will click on the 16th. And then you will complete each activity that pops up in the middle. You can do it as many times as you would like for the best grade possible. After 3 tries, you'll get the correct answer. And if you're doing it more than 3 times, I suggest reaching out to me. Then you also need to do Habla Ana. Estructuras, direct objects, the personal and direct object pronouns. This is a little quiz grade. For this assignment, you will complete each of Anna's sentences about her family with an appropriate direct object pronoun that corresponds to the previous word in italics. So you'll just open this up when you're ready. And then you'll go through and fill in the direct object in each blank based on the word that is the previous word that's in italics. So it looks like it's not in italics right now, but I'll go through and fix that. So the word that's in italics is what you'll be putting in the blank. You'll be turning it into its direct object pronoun. So if it says like I have two brothers, you'll say I call them instead of my brothers every day. Okay. And let's see. And that looks like it's everything that you have to do for week 2.